This morning for you on Daybreak, discussing yet another important and busy meeting with the Springfield City Council.
And our Hannah Zettel has a Traffic Tuesday update for us this morning, talking about how to safely use roundabouts around town.
Plus, the story of how local high school students will be graduating with a diploma and associate's degrees at the same time. We'll have these stories and more coming up for you this morning on Daybreak.
Well, good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It is Tuesday, May 7th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Really good to recognize some of the students that are able to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting program they have going on at OTC, so we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
And how'd you rest last night? Because I did not rest well at all.
No, those storms meteorologist Lisa Raff is here. We were talking this morning. She says not too much damage, but they were loud.
Very loud. I could hear them from in the studio.
Okay.
We did have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, mainly some minor reports of hail. So we did have winds gust to 55 miles per hour at the airport in Springfield. The threat going forward through the rest of the day today is really going to be the heavy rain.
Heavy rain, gotcha.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people might be watching us this morning because the storms woke them up and they couldn't go back to bed, right?
Yeah, we'll have one more round today possible, but I think it's going to really be a quiet day. That round really focuses to the north. And that's about it, a quiet, warm afternoon. So we could see we've got that severe thunderstorm watch totally canceled for the whole area, so that's some good news. That threat is over, though the flash flood watch continues until 7 a.m. Thursday because with more rounds of storms, again, we'll keep that flood threat. We could see that we had that round that we had overnight pushed to the east. Another round is on its way in. That will focus to the north. We've got some lingering showers and thunder left around Eminence and Alton from that overnight severe threat. Then here comes this new round with some showers around Butler and Appleton City. That will clip us to the north, and we'll have some heavy rain and lightning there, but the severe threat doesn't look all that impressive. 58 degrees right now in Springfield. It's 60 at Lake of the Ozarks and 57 in Branson. We're starting out with some wet roads this morning. It looks like we'll be mostly dry this afternoon. An isolated storm, I don't think I can rule that out. We might have a spotty storm or two, but should be pretty isolated. 81 degrees by dismissal. Here's that severe threat for early today. I'll detail that in a couple of minutes. Plus, we're up to 29 tornadoes confirmed from last week. Details in 10 minutes.
New for you this morning, the Newton County Sheriff's Office has confirmed one man has died after drowning in the Buffalo River in Pruitt last night. In a press release, the Sheriff's Office says they received a call before 6 about a swimmer in distress. Witnesses said 4 men tried to cross the river to get a rope swing, but one man quickly became distressed in the high waters. Multiple agencies responded to search for the man and ultimately found his body just after 11, where he was also declared dead. The victim has been identified as 22-year-old Alan Bubarwa, a native of Tanzania who was attending North Arkansas College as part of an international student program. The river was considered at high stage and was slowly rising when the incident occurred.
Making news this morning, a World War II veteran who served on the Springfield City Council for 20 years passed away yesterday. Ralph Manley was 95 years old and known by many throughout the Ozarks for his personality and love of Springfield. Mayor Ken McClure gave us some thoughts about remembering Manley.
He is known, of course, for his exuberant enthusiasm about our city. Just last week, we had representatives in town from our sister city in Tlaquepaque, Mexico, and one of the members of their chamber spoke and pulled out his wallet and said, "I have a memento from an earlier visit in Springfield," and he pulled out a silver dollar for which Ralph was so famously recognized. It's fitting that June 6, 1 month from today, will mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Ralph, as a 20-year-old paratrooper, landed in France on that day.
Manley's daughter Janelle wrote on Facebook saying Ralph is soaring once again with the Eagles. No details yet on his funeral or visitation. We'll keep you updated.
After a long discussion at City Council, a motion was passed to amend the city's proposed medical marijuana ordinance. That proposal is amended to be more consistent with state legislation. It will also be amended to require medical marijuana facilities to be closed from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. A public hearing has been moved to May 20th. Springfield City Council also heard public comments on an ordinance to rezone 5 acres on West Division. That's for an Eden Village development. It would be 40 homes for disabled homeless people, and it's now an industrial and manufacturing zone. Well, several business owners in that area spoke against it, saying the area is not appropriate for residential development. The chief operating officer for Eden Village says the community is safe and meant for disabled individuals, though. Other supporters showed up as part of the Yes in My Backyard movement. No decision was made.
After 4 years of legal proceedings, Springfield will not be forced to change its indecent exposure ordinance. You may remember back in 2015, a Free the Nipple group held a protest against the ordinance because they believed it was unfair to women and therefore violated the 14th Amendment. An appellate court sided with the city then. The court chose to follow along with decisions made in similar court cases. The statement also says the court did not feel Springfield's ordinance was restricting enough to go against those previous decisions. The court believes the ordinance can stay because it promotes public decency and protects morals, public order, health, and safety as well. The Springfield Free the Nipple group posted on Facebook about organizing a protest in August against gender inequality.
Moving to a traffic update, you might have noticed some more roundabouts popping up in the Springfield area, and according to officials, even more are on the way.
Hannah Zettel is live this morning with some tips on how you handle roundabouts.
Lauren and Joe, good morning. I'm live at the roundabout near the OTC campus, and while it's dark now, might not be too busy. As soon as the sun comes up and it's time for classes, this roundabout is going to actually be safer for pedestrians and motorists. The expression driving in circles can actually be a good thing if it means motorists get to their destinations quickly and safely.
On a traditional intersection, you have 32 conflict points. On a roundabout, you only have 8.
Eric Clausen is a traffic engineer with the city of Springfield. He says that roundabouts prevent the most dangerous type of crash, those that occur at a right angle.
So those are the types of crashes that we typically see cause fatalities or debilitating injuries. So it basically eliminates those.
However, roundabouts are not immune to accidents, as the intersections can create a setting for side swipes to occur, just at a much slower speed than a regular junction. But how exactly should one enter a roundabout?
You should approach a roundabout at a reduced speed. You should look for pedestrians. You should look for bicyclists. You should look to your left to see if anyone's approaching. If there's a safe gap, proceed into the roundabout at a slow motion and then signal as you exit.
Now, a couple of extra roundabout tips for you this morning. If you are going through the roundabout and you miss your exit, don't yield, don't stop, keep going through until you get to that exit and then signal and safely exit. If you are a pedestrian, the roundabout has several platforms between each lanes. Those serve as a good stopping point for you to check eyes with the motorists, make sure they see you before crossing the street. Then bicyclists, excuse me, if you are biking through a roundabout, stay in the middle of the lane. If you go to the one on the sides, cars could not see you, so it's best to stay in the middle of the lane. And again, the roundabout serves as a safer alternative to a regular intersection. Reporting in Springfield, Hannah Zettel, Ozarks First.
All right, Hannah, this morning, don't forget to email us your Traffic Tuesday tips. For the first time in 10 years, students participating in the Middle College program are receiving associate's degrees at the young ages of 17 and 18. Students told Color 10 they really enjoy getting a head start in life and getting the college experience in high school. The Middle College is a program designed for high school juniors and seniors. Students who usually apply fall into 3 categories: a student who's highly motivated and wants a head start, a student interested in a technical field, or maybe someone needing to catch up on credits.
I'm really proud of all of us, and it's just such a big accomplishment, especially not speaking for anyone else, but like where we came from in high school, like not really wanting to go anymore or not being as successful as we wanted to be, to like where I am now. It's just mind-blowing.
So both of those students will be going to college and will be pursuing majors like biology, mechanical engineering, or pre-med, and they will start off as a junior standing.
All right, we are just getting started this morning here on Daybreak. Everyone talking about the Starbucks or coffee cup that came up on Game of Thrones.
That's right. The show's art director has now made a comment about the mishap. That's in your Money Watch next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.